All right, cool. I'm here with Allison Gallo, Reese, and Peyton Hislop, and Savannah Navarro. Guys, you just got done beating White Oak. You guys are now 9-1. How do you guys feel?
Feels good.
Yeah,
I hope we can continue the record and hopefully keep the one loss.
Yeah, it feels great.
Stay consistent.
Right on. You guys had that tough loss against West Carteret last week. Then you guys went on the road. You guys claimed the win against Dixon on Tuesday, and then last night you guys beat Lejeune on their turf. Then tonight, with confidence high after those victories, you added another win here at home. Savannah, Reese, you guys mentioned last week, the energy was pretty low when you guys played West. You guys really only had the weekend, and then it was right back into the swing of things. You were on the road, maybe that first game back, you guys might have still had West Carteret on your minds. I want to know, was it easy stepping back on the court at Dixon, or was it just like, hey, let's brush it off and get right back into it?
It's kind of like fresh breath there. New week, new set of games, new teams, and we can just reset ourselves from that loss from West Carteret. I know. It feels good to be able to play a few games coming in, like kind of back to back, to be able to reset, kind of get back into our groove, and then get back to practice, be able to fine tune the things that we need to.
Yeah, I agree. Like when we played Dixon, we had a different intensity because we wanted to prove ourselves again after we just lost the West.
Mm-hmm. Right. You guys are such a passionate team. Every time y'all score a point, the cheers from the crowd, the faces you guys make, it's clear on how much you guys bleed this game. And you feel very deeply for this game. I see it in both extremes, in the highs and the lows. I know there were some nerves prior to the match against West Carteret last week. You guys want to perform every time you come out onto the court, and even though the match didn't go y'all's way there at the end of last week, y'all still continue to deliver the wins like you did this week. 9-1 now. Anything you want to say about the season's success so far?
I think we're the best. Yeah, this is the best record we've had in a while, so obviously we're really happy. We're proud of
4 years.
We're proud of ourselves. We're proud of the work that we put in, and that is paying off and stuff, and that we hope that next time we see West, it'll be a different outcome.
Can't get too complacent and keep the energy and focus up. That's how we're looking for. ACT words right there? No, we're just gonna push through.
Right on. Good stuff, guys. Big turnout tonight. Everybody was here cheering you guys on. Parents, but also students at large, graduates as well. We're here tonight. Anything you want to say to them, or maybe the Swansboro community at large, about your win tonight?
We love you, Charlotte. That was an old player. She graduated last year, but we just want to say thank you to everyone coming out to support us. Make support behind us. They bring more energy, and it helps us have more energy and not get down on ourselves.
Right on. Good stuff, guys. Anything else you want to share?
To Burrito Shack, I'm waiting for the sponsorship. You're a lucky pregame meal, so if you want to hit us up,
Catch that Dixon,
Savannah, Peyton, Allison.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Burrito Shack. Love you.
Okay. Shout out Burrito Shack. That's all. 77365.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Swansboro High School Volleyball. Thank you so much. All right, appreciate it. I'm with Swansboro coach Kim Miller. Coach, Swansboro is now 9-1 after they just crushed White Oak High School. How you feeling?
Pretty good. We're still needing to work on our consistency. We lost the second game after being ahead, and it was just a breakdown in communication that allowed for White Oak to come back in, and White Oak was playing consistent. So, just a little disappointed in that, but overall, I thought we responded really well coming back. This is our third match in 3 days, and we've been on the road. So, I was pleased with the overall effort of everybody.
You've rounded out a really great week. First you had Dixon on Tuesday, Lejeune yesterday, and now White Oak today. Really a great way to round out the week. How does that make you feel, just having those back-to-back wins like that this week?
I like the fact that we're being tested, and the ladies are they're warriors, to play 3 consecutive nights in a row, and it's some quality competition, and to not allow fatigue or anything else. We're going to school all day and then playing games and getting back, and they got to do their homework. I'm proud of them because they're showing their resilience and the ability to adapt and overcome.
Saw some really nice coaching tonight. It was interesting to see. I was out there on the bench sitting down, and one ball came down. They're all looking around saying, "Who's going to get that ball?" And you said, "Looks like we don't want it." And I saw that switch in them. It was really impressive to see that, and how just from your just a few comments like that really turned the game around turn the game around for them, especially as we were going into that last two sets there. It was really impressive to see that, and just how drop of a hat they were like, oh yeah, and everybody locked in and really changed up that communication and started to do that a lot better. As far as practice goes, how do you kind of go about instilling that communication?
We obviously run a lot of drills. The ladies have been working hard with each other, and they become familiar with each other. So, for them to be able to lock in after, some of the things that took place during the second set, like I said, I'm proud of them, and it's a learning phase. We're a little young. I mean, to be honest, but I think that they work so well together, and they believe in each other, and for the most part, they listen. On the things that we ask them to do. So the buy-in is starting to come around, and it's starting to show the fruits of their labor. And when you see all that, I think that they're able to, with a few key words, lock in and regain focus.
I know everybody was really downtrodden after the West Carteret game, but it seems to me like, they came back this week, brand new week, starting fresh. What was said on Monday right before, the Tuesday night game, just hey, do we just come in, start a new week? What was going on there? What was everybody talking about when you guys came back that next week?
Well, I mean, we revisited, what happened, what cost us, points, what cost us the game. And a little bit of it was communication. A little bit was not being able to put runs together with our serving. So the positioning on defense, those were the things that we've been harping on. We've been working a lot with passing. We've been working a lot on making sure we understand where we're supposed to be on the floor. And the biggest thing is trusting each other. We had a lot of times where we reached back off of blocks and stuff like that. And we've done a good job at knocking those numbers down to maybe one or two. But I think the trust, the building of the trust and understanding that I got your back, even if you don't hear me, is a big thing that the kids will buy into.
Coach, great turnout tonight. Really impressive to see not just parents here, but we actually had graduated seniors. We had a lot of other members of the student body here tonight, some other people from the Swansboro Township. Anything you want to say to them?
We appreciate them coming out. Even Dr. Barnes, our superintendent for Onslow County, was here. And I mean, I'm not sure if I've ever seen one of our superintendents here. So, we appreciate him getting out and supporting all the schools because it means a lot to everybody.
Coach, thank you so much. Congrats on 9-1.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see what you guys do next week. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate it.